Do you keep bricking shots and don't understand why? Watch this video and I'll explain why this is the best mindset to have.
Talk me through your form. Just talk me through what you're thinking right now.
Put it in the basket.
But how'd you do it? How do you do it?
Shoot it.
But when you're thinking about it, how do you think about it?
Put the ball in the hoop.
Right, but just talk me through like your technique, I guess.
Flick the wrist.
This video is a perfect example of this concept from the inner game of tennis. Every person trying to learn or train for something has self one and self two. The guy constantly asking him, how do you do it? How do you flick your wrist? Like, what are you doing? What are you thinking about? That is self one. That is the one that analyzes. That is the one that thinks about what you're doing. It's usually also after you repeat something and like say you're like, tuck my elbow, flick my wrist, shoot it straight, whatever it is that you're thinking about. That's usually the one that after a certain amount of time comes away with some type of judgment. I'm a good or I'm a bad shooter. Self two is the doer. So in this commercial, Joe Burrow is the doer. He's not thinking about it. He's just in flow. He's in rhythm. He's not thinking about anything extra. He's just doing it. There's a time and place for both. So when you're learning, you want to work on getting a higher shot pocket, whatever, you're thinking about how to get it higher, holding your follow through, little things like that. But when it's time to do, you want to just do. And by being fully present and just doing is exactly how you tap into flow state. Those who are constantly thinking about, I need to tuck my elbow, I need to make sure my feet are squared, those are the ones that are usually breaking shots. And it's not because their form isn't good. It's literally because they're not thinking about the task at hand. And then they're putting extra pressure on themselves about shots they missed in the past or maybe missing in the future. That's usually because of the judgments that they made with self one. And when you're tense from those judgments that you made about yourself, a lot of times you're not shooting with the same body that you would if you were relaxed. When you're doing something, you need to fully focus on what you're doing. So if you're shooting the ball, the goal is just to make the shot. I know y'all have seen those old dudes at the gym that got funky shots and they just throw it up and it just somehow goes in. That's why. They're not thinking about their elbow being tucked. They're not thinking about none of that type of stuff. They're literally just like, I'm gonna try to make the basket. They're not thinking about what if I miss, what if I airball. They literally don't care. They're just in flow. They're just shooting it and they probably gonna catch out. So when it comes to shooting in game-like situations, be Joe Burrow.